already tested it and it's working.
Did you? Did you?
Yes, I did. See, you can see the lines. I just.
I think my
woke up
body wants to
from a
sneeze.
dream.
But I don't want it to.
You and I.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
We rolling?
I'm ready. I'm ready. Was that Peter or was that SpongeBob?
This is supposed to be SpongeBob, but whatever. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, why are you so weird? Did the 0.5% get to you?
Yeah, I think not the best. I think the most words. Tom Holland was saying one of his actually was just holding it. I mean, that's why Liquid Death got so popular, I think, to start.
Yeah.
Because it looks like a tall boy.
Yeah. Well, they're good. It's good.
Well, that's what they designed him to look like.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome to the back.
To the back.
To the back.
To the back.
Podcast. I want you to know, she counted down this, and she counted down the most weird fucking way possible. She was flicking them fingers like it was nobody's business, and it was like all the middle three fingers too. Like that's so weird. You remember the trend where it was like asking guys to hold up the number 3, and like all of them like held it up like the middle 3 or something. It was like very weird positions.
This is the way most people do it right here.
No, I think most people do it like this.
No, they do not.
Or like this one.
No,
Someone do this. This one's cool.
Those fucking nerds that do that.
For reference, it's the coolest one is your thumb, pointer finger, and your middle finger. Like you're like a Ninja Turtle or something. Welcome.
Whatever.
Y'all viewers can't see, but I'm drinking Tom Holland's Bureau.
Yeah.
A non-alcoholic beer.
Well, I guess it's technically your first beer.
It's not.
It's not a beer, though.
Yeah, it's not a beer. And I'm already over 12. That's crazy. My first technical beer, which is not even a beer, came at 22.
Yeah. I mean, I guess there's lots of, there's a lot more people that have never drank than you realize.
No, I know there's not. There is.
Or that I realized.
If you could make any wild animal be like a pet to you, what would it be?
Is the near beer getting to you, buddy?
No, I thought of this yesterday, and sometimes I think of things, and I'm like, oh, I should wait until we're on the podcast to say it. I don't know why I thought of it. I think I thought of it.
Wild animal?
Why did I think of it? I don't remember.
Was it the monkeys? Is that why you were thinking about it?
I think it was. The other day I showed me mom videos of funny monkeys because monkeys are funny.
Video after video after video.
Yeah, there's a plethora of monkey videos out there that are funny.
It wouldn't be monkeys because they still terrify me.
Yeah, but you could like.
Nope.
You want a gorilla?
No.
No one would mess with you. You got a gorilla, bro. Somebody says some shit to you in public, just call your silverback.
I'm trying to think. Like,
my first thought was a giraffe, but like I don't know how useful that would be.
Oh,
unless like you really want like to reach random ass places. Although their necks are dangerous.
I don't
Whip. Have you seen giraffes fight?
No. Oh yes, I have actually.
It's
yeah.
I don't know what's worse, giraffes fighting or I think it's what is it deer? Not deer. The ones that like buck their heads with antlers. You know what I'm talking
deers
about?
Do that too.
I think it's
deers.
Yeah, deers. Yeah, those. I don't know if it's that or giraffes fighting that freak me out the most. Like,
moose in general terrify me.
Well, moose are like
they can swim.
Yeah, well, it's also how big
anything
they are.
that can swim but lives primarily on land freaks me the fuck out. Honestly,
she does not fuck with otters or platypuses.
Nope. Otters are they mean or is it beavers? I think it's otters that are mean.
I think any wild animal, if you provoke them enough, is mean.
No, I mean like he's just kind of assholes.
Koala is.
I don't know. I'm probably fox, but you can actually domesticate them.
Yeah, but you shouldn't. That's the point.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Not like a bird.
But it's basically just a dog.
Like a bird to carry your messages.
No, have you seen the thing about pigeons? Have I sent that to you? How like
I was thinking like a hawk, but
white people domesticated them so much just to use them for mail, and then once we didn't need them, abandoned them, and like they don't even know how to make their own nests.
Well, pigeons aren't
and,
real.
like,
First of all,
are you listening? Other birds make fun of them
because they're not real. Pigeons aren't real. They're all drones to spy on us.
But the point is,
fuck with pigeons.
There are people that have pigeons as pets, and like they make really good pets, just like a lot of birds do. And you know what? Actually, and it was ADHD, but it goes.
What?
I want a pet crow.
That's not ADHD.
I want to
that
befriend
was
a crow. Like, they would bring you shiny things. So perfect for my ADHD, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like they can talk. Like they can like also, but it freaked me out because they can like mimic voices and stuff too.
I want 3 of the same animal. Specifically, so they can all sing. I'll name them Alvin, Simon, Theodore, Chipmunks. Christmas time is here.
God.
Time.
Oh my God! Now I'm thinking about
Alvin, Simon, Theodore.
thinking about the TikTok you sent me with Matthew Gray Lubler.
I didn't send you a TikTok, but there's a TikTok of this old woman like giving this squirrel Captain Crunch, who she named Alvin, Simon, Theodore. Like not separately, like, all one name, Alvin, Simon, Theodore. She called like Alvin, Simon, Theodore.
Wait, that was a white woman?
No, it's a black woman.
Yeah, I was supposed to say that was
I
not
was
a white
trying to
woman.
see if you would guess. Yeah.
I don't know. If I had room, an elephant. I love elephants.
Not a lion.
No.
Tiger King.
They're pale. You'll be the Tiger King. Apparently, they don't really roar like loud like that.
Yeah.
Like what they make us believe in movies. It's like tigers that do that actually, and other big cats, but not them. Which is weird, but actually makes sense. They're like divas, right? They got the flowing locks. They're like, I don't have to do all that work.
Divas are literally a part of like wildlife. It's always the males that are divas.
Yeah, it's the males that have the flowing locks.
And that are most colorful.
I think it's because in most other, like, outside of humans, right?
Yeah.
They're like, the males have to do all the, like,
'cause
work
the
to
women that-
attract you. They're like, what's your point?
Except
Bring
for,
me pebbles.
except for seahorses.
Why? What's the seahorses?
Isn't male seahorses the ones that carry babies?
Oh, yeah, I do think that you're right about that.
Like, it's something we don't talk about enough. I feel like.
I don't, because it's the ocean and I don't fuck with the ocean.
I wonder if there's some scientist out there that's trying to work on getting like the genes of male seahorses to work together with humans to make it where men can get preggers.
I don't think men want to do that kind of
No,
labor.
I don't. Never.
But I do feel like they'd be willing to do it because, the theory is most men actually hate women and the things that they do are for other men. So, like, if they made it to where men could have other babies, they'd be like,
I don't know what kind of.
oh, we don't have to pretend to be straight anymore.
I don't mean to speak for anybody else, but the thought of hating women is insane to me.
It's insane to me too, but, like, I mean, everything that's existed towards women where men are concerned, specifically white men, says the opposite. I'm not saying all of them. Our boy Tom Holland is definitely not one of them. What?
I'm happy for him, but also,
You want to be like that? Can you get like that?
how lucky can one person get? That's all I'm saying. He literally, it's not a joke. He's literally Spider-Man and is marrying Zendaya. What the actual?
He's the only Spider-Man marrying his MJ.
No, don't bring that up, because now that makes me sad for Andrew Garfield.
It does.
Every time I see like the edits on TikTok of like him looking at Emma Stone get like, I think it's like an Oscar or something,
Yeah.
and like he's just crying, looking at her, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that makes me sad.
Maybe then Zendaya and Tom are like like universe's way for making up for that.
I don't. This is kind of off topic, but not like. What's the anime you just had me watch? Oshinoko.
Yeah, Oshinoko.
Anyways, basically,
We only watched the first episode.
in it, there's like basically the point is there's a dude who like gets so upset because this woman has a relationship and has kids, whatever, and like feels like he was lied to, right? And all that to say, I don't get why other people wouldn't want other people to be happy in like relationships. And the reason I got brought up because like even though I never and probably will never ever meet Andrew, I mean, hopefully I will, but like I don't know this person personally, but like it would make me happy to see him happy in a relationship. You know what I mean? Just out of just genuine.
Like, he's a good guy. At least
yeah.
everything we know of him is a good guy. Again, we don't know him, but the way that he talks about his mom is very endearing. The chicken date episode, It's called flirting, Amelia. Like,
Called 13 Amelia.
he just, and also the fan just literally has chemistry with everybody. I don't even understand how that's possible. He probably could have chemistry with Rocco.
He could. Yes, he literally could. I can imagine it.
We already know he does with Elmo because they did the whole. I don't know if you saw that. I think
Yeah,
I
I
did.
saw
Where,
that.
yeah,
Everyone saw
that
that.
fucked me up.
It's really sad.
I know, but I don't. You know what? Okay, sometimes
I
some
get a
people's
little feeling.
happiness
Sorry.
is annoying.
Really?
Sometimes,
If they're bad people. But
oh
if-
yeah, no, like okay, so I definitely am not happy for horrible people when good things happen. Like, not at all. And if that makes me a bad person, so be it. But sometimes, when you see like people that you know, I'm not even saying friends, right? Maybe it's family members or whatever, and they're constantly winning, and you're like, the fuck? It can be bothersome.
I was thinking of specifically referring to relationships. I kind of get that. The natural inherent jealousy humans have.
Yeah, but like when that happens, when I feel that, I just be like, well, you know.
Yeah. But I was saying, like, I don't think there's never been a time where I've seen someone who's not an a-hole, right? And they be in a relationship and I've been like jealous or not happy that they're having like love or whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
I've never felt that.
No, I don't think I have either. Because like I literally just want people to be happy, healthy, educated.
I want everyone to eat, pray, love.
I think it's basically the same thing.
I think this society needs to reset and go back to when Eat, Pray, Love came out.
I don't know if society needs white women
No,
telling
yeah,
them
I
what
know.
to do.
White woman, Instagram.
Oh my god, the fact that Bo Burnham is like the soundtrack to our life at this point. I'm not gonna lie, I'm like very sad about the whole TikTok situation. I was really trying to be in denial.
Denial is a river in Egypt.
I'm really trying to be super delulu. Be like, it's not gonna happen. They won't let that happen. Why would I think that? This government does not care about
I
us.
saw a TikTok that said, it was like clips of it was like there's a caption, but underneath the caption was like LeBron highlights just dominating, right?
Yeah.
And it was if basically it was like if Palpatine ran for the USA president, and one of the comments said it's crazy that he would beat Padme.
Oh my god, he would because of patriarchy, misogyny.
He said Palpatine actually just won.
Oh my god, it's not funny though. Like it's like legitimately not. I just like I don't know, cause like I missed Vine. Vine was like I don't know if it was just because I was so
You
busy.
missed it in the sense
Like
that
it's
you
just-
weren't there.
I was like I did not realize it was a thing that existed until after it did not exist anymore, right? And I think it was just because maybe I was just like so caught up in being your mom and like being
I think
in school
TikTok.
and shit.
No, I think TikTok captured a multitude of generations the way Vine didn't. Vine really only had like kind of, I would say, millennials in my generation. If
Yeah.
I'm being honest. Yeah, there was people, like other people on it, but the vast
And you're
majority.
when you say millennials, you mean young millennials. I don't even mean like the older millennials. It's like
No, I think it's millennials in general. I know plenty of millennial Vine stars that
Yeah.
are like not younger.
in their
millennials.
40s.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just I don't know. TikTok has like done something that Vine walked so TikTok could run.
Yeah. Well, and also the pandemic helped it. Like
Yeah.
legitimately that's how people like myself got on there was like, "Oh, I am stuck in this house. Let me I guess check this out." Cuz that's literally when I got on TikTok and started like watching. And I wasn't posting. I was watching. The problem now is I started posting this past spring and now I'm like, like the Lemonade thing, I've signed up for it because it's there, whatever. But like, it's like Pinterest and Instagram mixed, and I don't understand it, and it's weird.
Yeah, if I want to Pinterest and Instagram, I go to Pinterest and then Instagram, not both.
Right. And it just,
And IG Reels or YouTube Shorts is not the same. There's
well,
just like a community that's like it's so different.
yeah, I mean, it's not like at all. And
Oh my god, TikTok's gonna be banned, bro. That's like
I just, there are so many other things that are so much more vastly important in our nation.
How TikTok is getting banned before Twitter?
No,
is
well, no,
insane.
it's 100% connected to MAGA and Zionism. 100%. AIPAC paid for this bill to be pushed through. And it's because they were mad because the actual news was getting out there. We were seeing what was actually happening in Gaza, and it upset them. Like, even today when I was talking to Natasha, I don't know if you saw, like, I posted because remember I told you it snowed finally last night, right?
Yes.
And we went on the walk today, and one of the streets we went on, there were like a few little snowmen that had been built. The last snowman we saw had a crocheted watermelon hat on it. And I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. Especially in our neighborhood. I know y'all don't know, but it's primarily conservative. There are Trump flags waving. There are...
What does a crocheted watermelon have to do with not being conservative?
Because the watermelon for Palestine.
What?
What? Do you not know that?
No.
How are you? You saw TikToks on for Palestine on your For You page,
but I
right?
have no idea what watermelon means.
So the watermelon started representing Palestine because it was a way. Yes, because the same color as the flags of the flag of Palestine.
Okay, I know this is. It might not be. What if it's just a watermelon, Christian?
Okay, Natasha, that's what she said.
Well, it literally could be.
That feels weird, really weird.
Not really.
To put on a snowman?
White people love doing random shit, bro.
Well, I'm going to believe this for Palestine. And even if that's not what they meant, well, guess what? They support it now. So, sucks to be them if that's not what they wanted it for. God.
Now, I'm just thinking of that viral video. I think I told you about it, how this woman, like, went to this Greek restaurant, confused her flag for the Jewish flag, and started berating them and taking down their flag.
Oh, yeah.
And they were so confused.
No, it's like, I don't know. My point was, when I was on Tasha, she's like, I don't know. I've never seen any videos about Palestine on my For You page. And I'm like, how?
Well, it's because it's catered.
Yeah, but...
No, it's catered.
I don't consider myself that political.
You are more than most. And if you were just to load up a random, a fresh account, you won't see Palestine stuff. I guarantee you that.
Yeah, I guess. No, I have cleared like the cache and like all of that.
No, it doesn't.
I don't know, whatever. It's weird to me when people say they haven't seen it. Because that's the main reason that bill was pushed through. Is because Israel was pissed that the actual facts were getting out. But yeah, and the whole point was the watermelon was used in place of to talk about Palestine and all that. That's wild to me that you didn't know that.
I think Moon Knight
Motherfucker
might be, as far as the MCU, not involving like all the properties they've acquired, including like the original Spider-Man and the Fox universe. I think Moon Knight might be a top 5 Marvel project, including the movies and TV shows.
Including WandaVision?
It's the best. Yeah, it's better than Loki. I think Loki's better than WandaVision. I don't like the way WandaVision ended. I loved how it started. I hated the way it ended. I wish Wanda would get her own. No, she did get her own movie, but like it really wasn't her own movie. You know what I mean? Like it was,
Civil
but
War.
it wasn't. Like yeah, and like I love Civil War, but like I just wanted a Wanda movie like alone. Like at House to M.
But you haven't watched Agatha All Along either.
I don't need.
Which
to.
I heard that's really I've heard it's really really good.
I mean, I'll give it a chance.
Which is what I
eventually.
heard about Moon Knight too.
But as of right now, like if I had to like rattle off the top 5 in no specific order,
Even
Winter
Daredevil? Or are you talking about the what shit that was acquired? Daredevil
yeah,
season 1?
not including that, and I haven't finished Daredevil, so I can't really speak upon that.
What does it matter? Moon Knight's only had 1 season, so
yeah.
you can compare.
From what the 2 seasons from both seasons I've seen, yeah, I like Moon Knight more. I actually watched Daredevil though, but I wasn't including it. There's a lot of buts there, but excluding Daredevil, right?
Mm-hmm.
Specifically MCU. No, including Daredevil. I like it. I'm sure Daredevil like as a whole is so good, but I just haven't got around to watching it, which I probably should. But if I had to rattle off top 5 MCU projects that like are just MCU wise, not what they acquired, obviously Moon Knight I just said would be in there. I think you have to throw Winter Soldier in there. I think you have to throw the first Avengers in there, even though it's Joss Whedon. Then I think you have to throw let's go Iron Man. Just because like it was really just like it was the beginning and it was so like up in the air if it
No,
would
that's
be a
4.
success.
You're at 4.
Yeah, and the last one's Black Panther.
Okay, I was waiting for it. I was like, are you not going to
I
put
don't
Black
think Black
Panther in there?
Panther might have been objectively as a film one of the best. I still love it to the death, but I think the cultural impact it had and like how much of a iconic movie it became earned its spot in the top 5. Kind of like a Mount Rushmore type thing.
Yeah.
Kind of like how like I think a lot of people, not a lot of people, I don't know. I think Kobe is far greater than like Wilt Chamberlain, but he holds more records, and I just think it's the impact Kobe has had.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like numbers wise, and I'm obviously not including like Spider-Verse. That's not fair. Even though there's not gonna be anymore. Have you seen the TikTok?
Is it really not going to? No, they have to finish the.
The something I've seen is like you remember that clip from Toy Story where it was, I think it's from Toy Story, where it's like they're like, oh, it's so great, and it was like, where's more? And like, oh, that's it. They never made it anymore. It's kind of like that, and it's like them showing the Spider-Verse because of what.
No, they
Shilique
have to
Moore has
finish.
done.
They told us we'd get a second one.
Yeah, they said that, but they didn't expect him to
Well,
go
just
wild.
fucking recast him. You think you can't recast him?
You could.
You can
actually.
get somebody
Especially with the
easily.
voice, for voice acting. You could do that very
Yeah.
easily. Actually, they should just do that.
You think
I don't
there's
know why
not
they
another
don't.
black voice actor that could take that over?
Yeah, they should just do that. I don't know why we're like panicking. They should just do that. That's so much easier than like a live action type thing.
I don't understand why people act like it's. Look, soap operas replaced characters all the time. Not change the character, would just change the actor in it. Like, it happens. You just
I mean,
change
literally
it.
Iron Man.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
We're the better.
I mean, yeah, I do think the chemistry. Well, actually, yes, because the comedic chemistry between Robert Downey Jr. and Don Cheadle is better than him and Terrence Howard.
At least Don Cheadle didn't make up his own math.
Well, what was math before it was math? It's all made up. But it's all made up.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I mean, it is what it is.
No, it is.
You're implying that like it's made up as like, oh, well, like it's not really real, but
It's not.
It has real implications upon the world.
Yeah, because we made it have real implications.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's a tool we use that is
That was
scientifically
made up.
backed. But it's scientific. Okay,
It's
I'm not gonna have this conversation, this argument with you, because I know we can both go on for hours upon hours, and I don't feel like doing that.
Everything is made up. None of this is real. We literally could change it. That's all I'm saying.
So if you wanted to fly, you could fly, because you say so.
Science says I cannot.
Oh, but science is made up according to you.
Well, the words that we use for it are.
Okay. Well, there's just no reasoning with you, is there? I don't. This I'm gonna insert it in, but it's like it's a British meme where it's like if my mother was had wheels, she'd be a bicycle, wouldn't she? It's like if you want to play those games, he's gonna be nonsensical.
Look, I don't even know anything about his math, and I don't actually give a shit. I just
He's
wanted
like
to
what? It's like
argue.
1 + 1 = 0, or
But
some
he's
shit.
like actually really smart.
No, he's not.
Aside from that,
If you think that you all your smartness has been thrown out the window, all of it.
aside from that,
No, there's no aside from that. That was the nail in the coffin. That was the epitome of stupidity.
he's a really good actor.
That does not mean anything as far as
That is
smartness.
a type of intelligence.
Is he a really good actor though? Because he kind of
Yeah,
plays the
he
same
is.
thing over and over again. I think we really need to study his movies and see if there's really a range there, or if he's just kind of just being himself.
So,
And he has like,
sometimes he's nice.
That has nothing to do with being a good actor.
Well, I'm just saying, sometimes he's the good guy. Occasionally.
This has nothing to do with what we're saying. It kind of reminds me of it, but I saw a clip from another show I need to watch. It's Always Sunny.
Yeah.
And like, have you seen the meme where it's like, I forget what friend it is, but it's like one of the key friends. I think it's the one who bought Wrexham with Ryan Reynolds. I think that's the guy.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
And
yes.
he's like, it's when he like gets fit and he gets like buff and like has like abs and
yeah.
everything because like he's like.
Are you talking about the one where he's like,
and
well,
he's like,
with anything? Go ahead.
Well, he's like, guys, look, I'm ripped, and they're like, yeah, and I'm confused, and they're like, just clap for him, just be like, and like he ends with like sitting on the table, putting his shirt back on. He's like, you guys like me, right?
That's such a real thing.
You guys like me, right? I want to ask that to my friends someday.
I'm pretty sure I've actually literally thought everybody in my life just genuinely doesn't like me.
Do you like me? Like, is this real? Do we have a kinship here? Or
I don't understand what you, well, the only reason you could think that, like you personally, would be neurodivergency, because I understand if I was not neurodivergent, right? If I wasn't autistic with ADHD, right? But had the childhood I had, I would still feel that way, because literally the person that gave birth to me hates me. She showed that in every possible way. So it would make sense for me to question anybody else liking me, because of the person who carried you, that's supposed to love you, does not love you or like you. It's very difficult to believe that other people love and like you. But like, I'm just saying that explains rejection sensitivity dysphoria.
What do you? Okay, where did this come from?
Because you were like,
no, I don't actually think that.
Oh, okay.
I know my friend. No, I was saying, imagine if you just asked that. The friends I have, I know they like me.
Okay.
I've never questioned that.
I was like, I definitely let you know I liked you.
That's never been. I mean, the only time it's ever come up is like, do you have feelings for me, like romantically? And that's different. That's not the same thing. And that has more to do with like self-confidence and like understanding like.
That is legitimately something I would say, though. I don't think that anybody that knows me actually likes me. Like, it's a thing that I struggle with greatly. Because I always think I'm too annoying or too much in so many regards.
I'm trying to get used to the taste of beer.
You don't have to take. I don't actually want you to get used to the taste of beer. That scares me. Like, he's weird about like. So I got it because.
Was it called babysitting it? Is that the term?
Nursing it.
Nursing it. I'm nursing this beer.
You're babysitting it.
I like that. Let's start that instead. Nursing sounds bad. That's a connotation. Like that seems like it seems like there's implications because a lot of nurses happen to be women. Let's just do babysitting because anybody can be a babysitter. I mean, anybody. There's male nurses, but like it's not dominated by males. Anybody can be a babysitter.
Babysitting your bureau.
I'm babysitting my bureau, and it rhymes. BB.
Yeah, well, yes, I do love alliteration.
I'm babysitting my bureau. And it comes off the tongue so well.
What the fuck is that smell?
Heater.
Damn. Sorry.
No, I smelled it too. But
I
that's
don't
like
it.
it's a distinguished heater smell.
Yeah, I know, but I just feel like it shouldn't be smelling like that still. It's been going all like the last few days because of the weather. Which reminds me I need to take the trash out tonight. I don't know. Why is that? When I say I need to take the trash out, you start singing that.
If the world was ending.
So weird.
I think I sing better when I do voices.
Okay.
I don't know if that makes any sense. You know what I mean?
No, that makes sense. There's a lot of people that are like that. If they're doing a character, they can sing better than if they're... And also, because I just think singing, like, in your actual voice, no matter how good you are, is the most vulnerable thing that you can do. Besides maybe...
Anderson .Paak.
What?
Besides Anderson .Paak. Have you heard him talk and sing?
No.
You haven't?
I've heard him sing.
Have you heard him talk?
I guess I've never really heard him talk.
I'll show you him talking.
Is it vastly different than his singing
No,
voice?
it's the same.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
like,
it's just the same. Okay.
Yeah.
I get it now.
Except it's with a tune.
I thought you were talking about doing him, and I was like, what? I was like, Mariah's with him. No, thank you.
I don't know where you thought I was doing
I don't
that.
know. It was weird.
No, it was weird only for you. I don't know where you read those signals, but I was not giving them.
Because that was the most vulnerable thing. Like,
yeah, but when I think vulnerable, I don't always think
I don't know.
That. Vulnerable, I think of like your heart.
Well, and I also think it's like the most intimate thing you can do. Like it's just more.
You think singing
Yes,
is the most intimate thing
it's
you
one
can
of the
do?
most intimate
Oh,
things you can
they
do.
said the
Yes.
most intimate.
Because even like stand-up comedy, right? It's not.
I think it's showing your For
You
You
can-
page.
No, I'm not embarrassed by my For You page because my For You page is not to be put in a box. It is everything. It is political. It is cats. It is dogs. Anime, sports. It does not care. No, it's like I was thinking maybe stand up, but even then you can kind of like it's a character. It's not generally like exactly who you are. Whereas when you're singing, that's who you are, man. That's your singing voice is you. That's you. And if someone doesn't like it, it feels terrible.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Thanks.
Was that believable?
That was some one.
I'm joking. I do agree with you. I don't think it's the most, but I think it definitely is one of the
It
most.
was one of the most, yeah.
I think whatever the most is just like whatever involves revealing how you feel the most in the most genuine way. Like letting someone basically inside your brain in the
I'd
easiest
actually
way.
rather do that than sing in front of people.
You ever wonder what's going inside someone's head?
I do and don't. Just because I think they're gonna say
Well, I
horrible
think
things
there's some-
about me
I think
in my
there's
head.
some psychological analysis to go on with you thinking that singing is the most vulnerable, but I guess okay, because I think you as someone who is a good singer ties a lot of your value, not a lot, but a decent amount of your value compared to others into your singing. So that's why you think that. I think if you didn't sing well, you wouldn't have this thought. Am I wrong?
I think it's part of it, but it's also the trauma from my mother around my voice. So
Well, yeah,
yeah.
there's that factor.
But
too, for
also,
sure.
like, people have literally talked about how they would rather be naked than have to sing in front of people.
Oh, no, I would never want to do that ever. That's not even. I wouldn't even think twice. I would start busting out Footloose, bro. Footloose, cut loose, putting on your Sunday shoes. Please.
Why is that your go song?
Please.
That is not. You know what your go song would be.
My automatic go song.
Yeah.
It's I Can't Help Falling in Love by Jeff Buckley.
Oh, I thought it would be
You're gonna say some Frank Sinatra shit, aren't you?
I was gonna say that would be My Way.
No, it's not. It's not my. Are you? Okay, I know.
Or Fly Me to the Moon.
I had a crooner phase. Don't get me wrong, but that's been long.
Yeah, but that's when
past.
your voice sounds the best, though.
Debatable.
Not debatable.
No, I think it's debatable.
I'm not debating it. I'm telling you that it is.
I like how you tell me. I love that. I love that. From
Well,
you.
as a person who has a good voice,
That's
as
some
you
crazy
said.
work, right there. You know what? This is how you. This is. I know when you're good in life.
I mean, look. I don't like it,
I love it.
but the way my voice, like the genre that sounds best with my voice,
This country.
yeah,
Baby,
I don't like that.
Doors and turn the lights down low.
yeah, not that kind, but yeah, I don't
On
love
the
that.
Radio.
And not because I hate country music, right? I do
Country
not
boy.
care for a lot of the people that are associated with it.
She means people from the South and white people who are racist.
We are from the South, so it's not even that. It's
Only
just
half
racist
of the other
people.
things. So
There was something I was gonna ask you. I'm sorry, but it probably didn't sound good on thing. What was I gonna ask you?
Leonardo.
DiCaprio or Da Vinci or
No, I thought
Ninja?
you were asking what my favorite Ninja Turtle was gonna be.
I know it. That's who it is.
Okay. Who's
Who's
my
mine?
second? Yours, Donatello.
No,
Oh, it's really Mikey?
no.
Is it Raphael? You have some problems.
I have anger issues.
I like the bad boy.
I don't like it that way. I identify.
I like the bad turtle.
I identify with the angry one.
I can change him.
No, I know better.
I can change that turtle.
I want a golden retriever.
I don't get that. I would never want a golden retriever as a wife.
Wait, you talking about like an actual dog or like personality?
Yes, Mom. I mean an actual dog.
I was like, did you think I meant an actual dog?
I don't want a human. I want a golden retriever.
You want a black cat.
Um,
You like them a little mean. A
I want-
assertive.
I want a wife.
You want a witch.
This might sound horrible. I want a wife who would not only slap somebody else if they misstep, but slap me if I misstep.
Oh, I don't want someone who's gonna slap you.
I'm not calling for abuse, but I want a wife who can put up for herself. And knows what she
but
wants.
I will sell you as
You'll
the
sell
wife.
me? What are you selling me?
Oh, I meant to say tell.
And I will sell you
I will tell you
for
as
$3.50. Here's my advice. I'm
And
gonna sell you something real quick.
You know what do you want? About $3.50.
$3.50. I'm gonna start saying that. I'm not gonna tell anybody. I'm gonna sell them. I'm a salesman from here on out. If you want my advice, you got some money?
What is it? I will tell you, as the wife that stands up for herself and others, right? It's nice to have a partner, or it's not even wife, just say woman, right? It is nice to have a partner that will stand up for you, though.
Okay, what I mean by that is I want my Bonnies and my Clyde.
No, they kill people.
Yeah, if they misstep.
I'm telling you though, you know that you saw it.
I want my MJ to my Peter Parker from the comics. Unless we're talking like MCU. Because I feel like they kind of portrayed MJ low-key bad in the Raimi trilogy.
Yeah, she's kind of helpless.
Which, like, from the comics, she does come from an abusive home, but like she's also a badass.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What's a better? I want my Starfire to my Nightwing.
Yeah, actually. I was also thinking of fucking April from Parks and Rec.
Well, I'm just sad.
Yeah, I know. I feel so bad for her. But yeah, I'm just saying it was a point of contention for Andy and I when people were rude. It was always dudes. It was always dudes. Were like specifically very rude to me. Well, and also his family was awful to me, and he did nothing to defend me. And outside of his family, it was, well, I know you can take care of yourself. That's great, but it would be nice if you said something too, so that I don't have to. Because guess what? I've been taking care of myself since I was at least 3 that I can remember. So like, I'm tired. I want to always be the one doing that.
Yeah.
You want loyalty. Just fuck on some loyalty.
Loyalty.
Yes.
I want my Qatar to my Aang. Actually, fuck that. I want my Appa to my Aang. You muzzled Appa? The top 10 crash out of the century.
I don't know. I don't even know how we got on that topic. Did we get on that topic?
Usually I know, but I don't think I can pinpoint that.
There was something else that I wanted to talk about specifically, aside from the TikTok ban. And then we talked about Zendaya and Tom Holland, which I think is great. But I don't know. My brain is... Bleh.
Oh, Riverdale?
No, I don't want to talk about...
Okay, yo, I'm gonna talk about Riverdale real quick. I'll admit it. I watched Riverdale when it came out. I went away from it after like season 3, and like I don't mean this in disrespect, but I grew up, right? I got older and I had other things.
Oh, what does that say about me who watched it when it came out?
No, I just said that with I said and I said with all.
It's in the Geneva Convention.
With all due respect, but I really I wanted to rewatch it, because I like the actors from it. And so I rewatched it. I got to season 4, a couple episodes in, and then I had to stop. I stopped for a multitude of reasons. The biggest one is what comes after season 4, basically, and the fuckery that the writers decided to do with the show. It's like they took all the drugs in the world and decided just to write and scribble and hand it to 4-year-olds and just ask them their advice. I don't understand.
Ask them their advice.
And they took it.
I don't know
Seriously.
how to do that.
What if all of them end up in a full relationship? Literally. Oh my god. I literally wrote a book when I was in like 3rd grade, and I was like, I had 2 brothers end up with 2 sisters. That is literally almost to the extent of what they did with
They
Riverdale.
must have gotten a hold of that book.
It's called. Yo, honestly, I did
buy multiple
I had
copies.
snake in it. That's the.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They did. You should sue them for copyright
I am
infringement.
suing them. Some writer from Riverdale at CW got a hold of my book that I wrote when I was in 3rd
Coming
grade.
for you, showrunners.
I want my money.
Here's what's crazy.
Where's my money, Brian?
So this started with that he was like, "Hey, I found this YouTuber that I think you would like." Right? Remember, this is what it started because you were like, she reviews.
The voice teacher.
Yeah.
A voice coach, and she reviews like musicals and movies where basically we're just singing in it or just performances.
And it was originally like he showed me like her reviewing a lot of the Glee stuff, right?
Yeah.
And like honestly, if you watch Glee, you probably watch Riverdale because it's the same kind of like cringy, like, and not season 1 of Riverdale at all.
No, season 1 through 4, I will agree, is like it is a guilty pleasure, and then from onwards, it's just guilty.
Yeah. So it pretty much like Glee.
There's no pleasure. They removed all
like
pleasure
after
from
season
it.
3 of Glee, it's just kind of right. So, and then so we're watching it, and then he was like, I don't know what. I guess we started talking about Riverdale because Riverdale has music throughout it actually, but there are like a whole episode like with musicals. And was this for your birthday or the day before? It was the day before your birthday. And we like sat down together and watched the first 7 episodes, I think, of season 1. And I was like, well, because we were watching on my Netflix profile, and I'm like, if you go back and watch, if you go to your room and watch this, I'm like, and he went to his room, fucking watched. Kevin, I made it to season.
Look, it's kind of like when adults, like, they become an adult and they like haven't had candy in forever, right? And it's objectively not the best for you. And then you have one piece of candy and you're like, ooh, piece of candy.
Ooh,
and you just can't stop eating the candy.
Piece of candy.
And then eventually, at some point while eating the candy, you realize, oh, what have I done? And that's what happened when I reached season 4. God.
I only made it to season 2, like episode 2 or 3.
You look at the man in the mirror and you don't see the same person.
And I was like, I don't want to watch this anymore again. Okay, back to One Piece because I'm restarting One Piece.
I'm weird. I'm a weirdo. You ever seen me without this hat? I could have so easily, if I was good looking enough, I could have so easily made it into Riverdale cast.
You are good looking enough.
If I had abs visibly all the time, I could so easily make it into the Riverdale cast.
That's really all it is. If at that time you had hit hormone growth and been like that pumped up.
If I wasn't an actual teenager, is what you're saying.
You were an actual teenager, right?
They would not cast an actual teenager.
I think the youngest was Lily, right?
No, it was KJ Appa.
It was?
He just moved to America and he was like 18, 19, 20. Yeah, he's really young.
That's crazy though, his build. Like he had the most like adult body out of all of them.
Some people are blessed.
Well, and he's also Polynesian, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So that's, I mean, genetics.
Yeah.
Just crazy. I mean, obviously, I don't know, does Skeet Ulrich...
What?
I don't think they have him ever take his shirt off or anything in that.
He's still ripped. Yeah, I know, he's still ripped.
So
that
hot.
dude is not... I'm
sorry.
I am comfortable.
But also
I'm fully comfortable in my sexuality, but I can acknowledge Skeet Ulrich. I understand.
Skeet Ulrich is for everybody, right?
I wanted him to be alive after Scream. I was like, I want to see more of Billy, but also want to see more of.
No, he like. I think that he's honestly that cast is one of those cast. I can't remember his name on that. Why am I just blanking on his name in general?
I can't remember the actor's name either. Yeah,
like I know it.
It's Shaggy.
I know.
It's right there. Is it Matthew Lillard?
Yes, thank you. Matthew Lillard
what's
is
his
for everybody as well.
character?
Especially because Matthew Lillard, like, if you've ever seen, like, people meeting, he is the coolest fucking
Yeah.
down-to-earth human being. Also, Jensen Ackles is for everybody. It's so gross how talented that man is, but also just, like, how he is literally just playing Dean. He is Dean. They wrote him to be Dean.
Yeah.
Which is, I love seeing him in The Boys, even though it's such a, like, big departure from being, but it was like, oh yes, this man is extremely talented acting wise, because I hate him in that so much. Like, it's weird for me that people are like, I'm kind of rooting for him. Why?
Saw an edit with him, just Soulja Boy music.
Oh, that's great. But anyhow, Glee isn't like, when I wanted to watch it because Luke Perry was in it.
You
Honestly,
mean Riverdale?
I mean Riverdale. Sorry, but it's also very Glee-esque. So it was right, and I watched Glee.
And I wanted to watch it because Cole Sprouse.
Yeah.
Sweet Life on deck. Sweet Life.
My God, the way you watched Sweet Life as a kid.
I'd watch it if there was a new show with Brenda Song in it.
I love that she's with Macaulay Culkin. I love that for both of them. That's another couple that I'm genuinely happy for. Like, again, I am happy when people are happy, but there are some people that you just, like, want the world handed to them, especially with Macaulay Culkin and everything he dealt with his parents. Like, I just want, like, and
There's some cool brothers.
they're so talented.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, because you watched WWE, you saw Kieran, and both of them were
Yeah.
at there, and everyone's like, why do they only announce Macaulay Culkin? Because Kieran was probably like, I was just at the Golden Globes. I don't need that recognition.
Yeah.
But then the little interaction between him and CM Punk after the
This is my celebration.
yeah.
I
Also-
celebrate by going to WWE.
I saw on Twitter, I guess there was, like, I don't know if it was a podcast or an interview that Jeff Hardy did, where in that interview or whatever, he was said that in 2008, if he had not been on the path he was on, right? Like,
He had a huge
he
push.
would have been bigger than John Cena. And everyone's like,
yeah.
you're fucking kidding me.
No, he would
And
have.
no. There were
Bro.
so many people, and it was especially black people, because also I sent you that. Did
No,
you see that on Instagram where
run-
he was singing Shies?
The
with his brother?
only enemy Jeff Hardy had was Jeff
himself.
Hardy.
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy was like him.
Like, I remember how obsessed you were with him.
How?
Like, still.
Yeah, you were. You were.
I'm sorry, though. No, when I saw them singing that song, I was like, dude, why did you be an enemy to yourself?
You know what Don Glover said about Charlie Sheen?
That he was his own enemy?
No, never mind.
What?
Do you not remember his special?
Don't
It
remember.
was
I
like
mean,
the
I remember
one,
special,
the,
but I don't remember
the
that.
one white person that could say the word.
Charlie Sheen?
Because remember, he called his white wife the word.
Oh.
Do you remember
I
that?
don't remember him. Was that who? Denise Richards? Is that who he called?
I think so.
That's crazy.
But I was
Um,
saying Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, I was just saying, it was interesting to watch that on Twitter, that debate.
Yeah, I saw it. Okay.
Yeah, because she needs to be set
Yeah.
up. Fuck Spectrum, by the way.
That's a universality. I know you that. I hope you know that, right?
What?
Everybody who has Spectrum hates Spectrum. Do you not remember from my friend Josh from high school?
Yeah.
He had Spectrum, and like I remember him warning me like years ago. I had this flashback, like, oh, he warned me like back then. Like he could tell the future.
God, I hate him. But yeah, it was just interesting to see that discourse, and people were like, yeah, you don't understand how big, because a lot of people, the main argument was Jeff Hardy was so over at that time period
He could do
that
no
he was
wrong.
the only person that could have turned John Cena into a heel
Yeah,
because of how much people loved
Yes.
Jeff Hardy. So addiction, it's real. Like, I don't actually.
I'm literally staring at like
50 million.
Jeff Hardy.
Jeff
action
Hardy
figures.
extra figures. And my point is, don't get too happy with that in your beer, because I don't want you acquiring a taste for beer.
I'm not. It's still kind of like I'm just okay. That's probably I shouldn't say that.
What?
Just sipping on it because it's something right here. That's how.
That's how
all this-
alcoholics start.
That's how it starts. It's just right here.
No, what is it? Okay, and she'll probably never listen to this, so I can say it. I won't say her name, but who I was walking with this morning, right?
Okay.
Was talking about her and her partner are gonna go see Potted Potter, which apparently is like a production of Harry Potter, but like stoner. And I was like,
I was thinking that's crazy. I was thinking it was just like Harry Potter with plants.
it's just all Hufflepuffs, and Harry's in there occasionally.
Just herbology.
What is it? And I was like, oh, are you gonna get high? Like, and you're like, well, no, because it's in Dallas and we have to drive. And I was like, well, maybe like take an edible with you and take it like right before. And she's like, well, no, we'll have to drive back. I'm like, well, you could get an Uber to there and back.
You were really just trying to get her high.
No, that's what I was like. She was like, I didn't think of any of that. I'm like, oh, well, an addict's still gonna addict. like my 24 years of sobriety, right? I will still think of ways to maximize.
You ever think about doing this though? I got a huge playbook.
It makes me think of, and what was funny is because I was like, honestly, most of the movies that are about being stoned, I've watched sober, like Half Baked. I think I've only watched high once, right? But like the way I was like telling her all the scenarios, it makes me think of Half Baked when it's like it's the stoner that like I think it's who is it? Is it Stephen Baldwin that plays that? Where he's like the different things you can smoke out of, like an apple and shit like that, like things you can make a bong from. That's basically what I was doing to her. Like,
I really want an apple right now. That sounds so good.
But anyhow, it just reminded me that I'm still very much an addict because I'm like, hey, if you'd have thought far enough in advance, you could have enjoyed this better. But the fact that she was like, nah, I never thought about that. I was like, oh, you definitely are normal. I don't know where that was going. I don't know why I thought of that. Anywho, I guess we can wrap this up. I'm hungry because I have not had dinner. I'm making me some turkey burger.
You're making some turkey burger?
Yeah.
Just some turkey burger?
Just some.
Not all of it, just some.
Not all.
Just some
Just a
turkey burger.
A little bit. I'm super bummed about TikTok. Is this really how y'all felt with Vine?
I remember where we went on Vine. So, yeah, and it'll still be worse. It was in our old apartment. It was very early in the morning. It was the morning of. I remember being on my phone looking up stuff about it. I'm pretty sure Vine was gonna get bought by like Twitter or something, or Loki, a corn site. So I remember very, very weird. We went to Starbucks afterwards, and I was crying in the car ride there. It was an overcast morning. I think it was a Friday or a Saturday because I didn't have school. Or it was the summer. I don't know. Either or.
It was a day.
It was a day. A very sad day.
I don't understand.
One day I'm gonna go. One day I really want to go to act on a BBC show, and just be British.
Just be British.
Fool all of them.
For a minute I thought you said pee British, and I'm like, why do you want to? What is pee British?
You pee with your wanker instead of your wiener. Your pecker.
Anyhow, we have to figure out what we're gonna do with. Do you have all our TikToks saved somewhere? Like all it like on our drive. We need to do that.
I gotta figure out how to do that. Because my phone doesn't have the space to do that.
Like I mean, a lot of them are on. I don't have to do all of them. A lot of them are on YouTube. It's like some longer ones in the beginning that maybe we don't have. So I guess that's not such a big deal. Anyhow, thanks U.S. government for making food unaffordable, rent unaffordable, basically living unaffordable, and now taking away our only source of entertainment. Really?
See.
Appreciate that. I'm glad you have your priorities in check. Anything you want to add?
No.
You ready?
Yes.
I love you.
I love you.
To the back.
To the back.
To the back.
To the back.
Podcast. God.
I'm in love with Bach.